So I went to this nail salon, and it was a new nail salon. I was like looking around for nail salons and wound up finding this one that was in Delaware. So I go inside the nail salon and I sit down. Initially, when they first started doing my nails, you can kind of tell if they're going to mess your nails up just by how they file or how they're moving. So, I'm patient. From how they was filing and everything, I kind of figured that I was going to have to kind of instruct them on how to do my nails. So I let them continue. I didn't like how it was coming out. I'm like, is there anybody else that can maybe come and do my nails maybe? And she's like, no, 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 like I can do it. And I'm like, no, because I kind of gave her, a long time to try to fix it. So I'm like, I would just take somebody else. So the second person comes out, they're probably just as worse, right? So they're it's not filed correctly, it's uneven. And so I'm like, at this point, I'm like, can I just give you guys $15 just for your time, and you don't even have to paint it or try to fix the acrylic. I'm just going to go somewhere else, but thank you. So they're like, no, 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 we're going to try to fix it for you. So I tell them, I'm like, well, I'm on a time crunch. I don't have, the time to sit here and get practice done on my nails. So I'm just going to give you guys the $15 and then go elsewhere. But thank you. So they say no, they insist. They said, let us bring someone else out. So I say, okay. So the person comes out and they grab my hand, they start filing. So I'm like, okay, it's better. So she started filing my nails, and she asked me, because I had my daughter laying on my lap. And so she asked me, she like, how old is your daughter? I'm like, well, she's 5 years old. And she was like, oh, well, you should be lucky that they're that age. And I say, yeah, well, she kind of don't listen. So I love my daughter to death, but she is hard of hearing in a sense, right? And so she goes to say that, well, I don't even like going home. And then she continues to do my nails. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm like, well, why don't you like going home? And she like, well, I just wish that my children were that age, because they're older now and it's just hard for me. So I'm like, okay, I might talk to me. So she says that her daughter is 11 years old. And she says, my daughter tries to commit suicide every day. And she says that she has cuts all over her arms because she tries and she attempts to commit suicide on a daily basis. And so when I leave here from work, she said I have to go home and I have to deal with me trying to, she said so when I leave here and I go home from work, I have to see if my daughter is still alive or not.